I can't find it there, Mom.
It's our mommy. Fester's Quest.
Fester's Quest was impossible for me. I probably still couldn't beat that game.
It's still impossible. It's still impossible. Like, I've watched video gameplay footage. Remember the vice grips? Like, you would start to get, like, if you get hit by an enemy, you start to get crippled or something, and then you had to get the vice grips. It's something like the vice grips.
Oh, no, there was something really, really dark about that game. That, like, it didn't necessarily scare me, but it was a weird feeling every time I played that game.
Yeah, well, I have a family. I don't know.
I played some really weird games over at my cousin's house that were like, they were kind of neat, but they were kind of stupid. Like they had a Micro Machine game where it was like your little micro cars and you'd race on the track, and we'd always race each other and stuff like that.
You know what was really good?
And
RCA Pro-Am, or is it RC Pro-Am? Remember the one where it's like a top-down view and you have like these remote control cars?
That's the game I'm talking about.
All right, that's not Micro Machines, but they did have a Micro Machines game, so you're not wrong in that sense. But the RC Pro-Am, that was awesome. I have it now, so. Who are you calling?
I got a phone call.
Oh. Alright.
It's probably my mommy.
Alright. Yeah, so back to the NES. It was just, yeah, you're right. You're right about, like, the fact that you would just, like, pop in a game for, like, 5 minutes. You know, play it for 5 minutes, turn it off, pop in a brand new game, and that was it.
And that was the thing, because we had so many Nintendo games that, like, it was just like a kid in a candy store when we would look at all of our games and be like, oh, what do I want to play tonight? And then you would just put something in right.
Do you ever, like, I mean, how often do you regret the fact that, like, you just let all your NES games go?
Well, I even knew when, like, back in the day when Mom would have the arches and stuff like that, she would always be like, why don't you sell these games? Why don't you sell this game? Because we'd have so many games lying around that she just wanted us to get rid of them.
Like, and yeah, $5 sounds like a good price.
With some games, I was a little bit apprehensive about getting rid of because I kind of even, like, you know, seen into the future, like, I'm going to want these games down the road. Like, even at a young age, I thought that.
You could see into the future?
Well, you know.
Yeah, you do.
I do have those special abilities. But no, I could tell that I'm going to regret, you know, getting rid of these games, but, you know, it happens. We had probably over 100 games that we got rid of over the, you know, the past
Alright, no. Oh, man. I get to go by my doctor's office and get my medications, my meds.
Oh, I used to go here.
Yeah. It's because we got some mental issues.
I had like a 450-pound doctor that would just like, you know, try to like get into my head here and like try figuring out what's wrong with me. And I didn't even know what's wrong with me. How's he going to figure out what's wrong with me? So, I mean, pretty much I stopped coming here.
You should come back.
I still have mental problems, but, you know, they're not, keeping me from working or anything like that, so.
Yeah, right. No, you've been at your job for a while now. The good old HD, as I like to call it. I'll be right back, and we're going to cut it off right here. Turn on camera. Okay. So, I got a question for you. What's your greatest video game achievement?
Oh, man.
Like, what would you consider your greatest video game achievement?
Achievement? As far as, like, Xbox Live achievement?
No, not like that. Like, even post, you know, prior Xbox 360 achievements, not that type of achievement. Accomplishment, let's say.
Probably like not dying at all on Legendary on Halo 3.
You didn't die at all?
No. And
you played it by yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Considering you're not a Halo fan, number one.
This is the first time I played Halo. Any Halo game. And like I said,
But people want to say that game's harder than Call of Duty. I think there's a lot more glitching in that game.
I would say maybe that game was a little bit harder than, well, see, Call of Duty, the enemy respawns in like their past games, which apparently they fixed in the new one, is enemies would just respawn behind you sometimes, and like, you can't control that. When you're playing Call of Duty on Veteran, and an enemy respawns behind you, you're going to be dead, because he's going to shoot you like 2 times and you're dead. So I mean, like, there was annoying parts in the Call of Duty games, but like, I always figured a way around like certain parts that were hard on that game. I would just figure some kind of like.
You always had to push yourself forward.
I remember like people said like the last level is supposed to take like 20-30 minutes. I beat it in like three and a half minutes because I figured out a way to like run past everything before it spawned. and like just beat it like that.
Which game? You're talking about Call of Duty, right?
Call of Duty 2 at the end of it. It wasn't 2 minutes. It was something ridiculous, like 6 or 7 minutes I beat it in. But apparently it was supposed to take like 20.
And I know
minutes.
like the hardest part in Halo 3 was when you're driving and you had to, get past the flood.
Yeah, I didn't die at all in that part. Well, that was right at the end when all the stuff starts cracking and opening up and stuff like that. Yeah, didn't die at all.
We beat the campaign. It was me.
I might have died early on in the game. I can't remember, but I remember the second half of that game I didn't die once. I just pretty much got through it and beat it. Like,
see, now I thought that you were going to say your greatest achievement came on the PlayStation 2 console with a title known as NHL. I don't remember what year it was.
Oh yeah. I was. That was the game I was top 10 in the world at. I beat the #1 seed guy 2 times in a row.
People are gonna be like, "This guy's full of beer."
I know, but I beat the #1 seed guy 2 times in a row, and then I played him a third game because he was like, "You got lucky," and I was beating him like 4 or 5 to 1 in the second period, and he quit and dropped out. And, it was all over like the EA Sports website, and they were like, "Congratulations to Rob Is War. You won this tournament, blah blah blah." He won like $250 in a tournament and won a couple games or something like that.
So if any of you guys know Rob Is War out there, he's a punk.
He's a fat boy.
He's a punk, and
he's a fat boy.
He's not that good. You know what? Why don't you? And the thing that was stupid about that whole tournament is they played on easy.
Yeah, they played on easy.
Oh, let's play a tournament on easy. Yeah, everybody's got the same advantage, but I think playing on easy is just a total disadvantage.
Yeah, I was pretty much just straight up. I was addicted to that game. I would come home every night and just play it.
All right, so what we're doing right now, we're on our way to GameStop. You gonna buy anything?
I don't know. Like I said, I like to spend money.
I know. I like to spend money too.
I could possibly buy something.
Look at this guy! Come on, get out of the way.
I might buy something. I don't know. We'll find out when we go in there.
I think if they had the Halo ODST, you should buy it. With the collector's edition.
Well, I'm just not that much of a Halo fan.
I know, but I'll buy it off you.
Even though I beat it without dying.
So, alright. Aside from the Call of Duty franchise and all of that, what games from like this generation have you really, really liked? Like, I'm not talking about like, that was fun. I'm talking about, and besides NHL also, because I know you like NHL.
I like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I like the whole Marvel Ultimate Alliance series. The first one. The new one was a little bit of a letdown, but...
Did you beat it already?
Yeah, I beat it in like 7 hours. It had potential to be a lot better than it was, let's put it that way.
When we come back, let's talk about your game room. Let people know about that. We got to do a game room video for you.
Alright, we'll do that.
Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so, man, that took a little bit longer than I thought, but... So you reserved the Call of Duty console?
Yeah, I told you I like
spending...
Well,
not Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, Modern Warfare. I told you I like spending money.
Yeah, but you almost spent some money in that comic book shop.
Yeah, I know. I almost bought that Wolverine statue for
That's like, I think that's the only comic book shop around, to be honest with you. I haven't seen one in a while.
That's some cool, there's some cool shirts in there.
Yeah, they have some really cool shirts. That's the one thing. I want to go back.
That Punisher shirt was pretty tight.
I pick up a couple different shirts because they have some really sweet looking shirts. And there isn't a lot of places like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat. But I'm not like big into comic books myself. Like I don't really know enough about them. And I don't know. So back to the handheld gaming and like handheld consoles. I remember like several years back when the original DS launched, you were like, yeah, I think I'm gonna pick one up. So I actually went to the store and picked it up for you, and then like you returned it the same day.
Yeah,
remember?
That was just like one of those, like I said, like spending money. It was a compulsive buy, and I opened it up and started playing a game, and I was just like, why am I doing this when I have a 360 and a PS3? Like,
yeah,
this is a waste of my time.